Hi friends, Dirk here. Thanks so much for tuning in. In today's video, we'll talk about the Alpina Alpiner Extreme Solarmeter, a 37.5mm watch that had so many positive things that really enticed me, but also a few things that concerned me, and we'll talk about all of them. This is my very first watch review. I'm simply a watch enthusiast, and I was fortunate enough in my lifetime to purchase and own multiple beautiful watches. My wrist is 7 inches, 17.5 centimeters, and this was the first thing that concerned me a little bit about the Alpiner. Now, with this wrist size in mind, there are watches that really look good on my wrist. However, I also bought a Christopher Ward C60 GMT, a beautiful watch, but it was the 39mm version, and I have to say honestly that felt already a little bit too small. So when I learned that the Solarmeter is only 37.5mm in diameter, I was really concerned that this would be too small. And unfortunately in the internet, there were not enough really good photos of this watch. I bought it at my own risk, and I have to say I got rewarded, because what nobody tells you is that the 37.5mm is the diameter only on the round part of the case, but this case has a pincushion shape. That is 38.6mm in diameter, and the lug-to-lug distance is 46.5mm. So on the wrist, it sits much bigger. It feels almost like a 40mm watch. There were quite a few things that truly intrigued me about this watch. It has a La Joux-Perret quartz movement that was developed specifically only for Alpina. It is a solar-powered quartz movement that will hold the power, once charged, for 10 months. Also, if you pull out the crown and put it in a drawer, it would hold the charge for up to 4 years. That is very impressive. The precision of this AL-140 movement is so good, it's plus minus 0.5 seconds a day. Now, enough of the technicalities. What really intrigued me about this watch is the look. So we have this semi-transparent dial, and the Alpina logo and the word Solarmeter are almost levitating. I truly love the 12 o'clock marker, the Alpina logo, but also the 5-minute markers are so nice and refined. The minute and hour hand as well as the second hand are simply beautiful, and the icing on the cake is of course the triangle at the end of the second marker. We have the typical triangular shape screws on the 12 o'clock position of this watch, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. The case has such a beautiful finish. It is matte brushed with shiny polished elements. And it gives you almost the impression that this is the wrong price class for such a watch with such a beautiful refinement. The scratch-resistant sapphire glass has a special anti-reflective coating, and that makes the dial so well visible. It is so much better than many way more expensive watches. Thinking about the GMT Master 2. We get the typical Alpina case back, which is an art piece on its own. Another aspect that concerned me was the rubber strap. Oh, and there's Kiwi. Now, you've seen Kiwi for a short moment. Anyways, what I wanted to say is normally I don't like a rubber strap on my wrist because some of them can be too tight and cut into the skin and also don't allow the skin to breathe. I personally prefer a metal bracelet or a leather band. However, this rubber strap has such a nice form and shape, and it fits onto the wrist so nicely that it really doesn't bother me. And honestly here, it fits so well onto the case with its brushed matte finishes that this is simply so elegant and gorgeous. The Alpiner Extreme Solarmeter currently retails at $1,095 here in the United States. My final thoughts on this watch: with all the finishes, with the refinement and craftsmanship that went into the Alpiner Extreme Solarmeter, I think it is a highly underrated watch. How it looks, how it feels, how it's made, it could be, maybe even should be, much more expensive. And it really matches the quality of way more expensive luxury watches. Thanks so much for watching this. Like I said, this was my very first watch review. I hope you liked it. I would appreciate comments and suggestions what I could do better and how I could improve, because it was definitely not my last video. Till the next time, stay safe Stay tuned and take care. Bye for now. Oh, and Kiwi is coming to say goodbye as well.